If you're thinking about pairing batteries with your solar build, this video will dive into the positives and negatives of batteries. We will talk about battery costs, warranties, scenarios when it makes sense to have batteries, and when it really doesn't help. We'll also dive into the difference between battery backup and the coveted hardcore full off-grid build. Feel free to click the links below to jump into the sections you're interested in. Throughout this video, it might seem like Project Solar isn't interested in trying to upsell you on a battery system, and that's because we're not. But we are not trying to discourage batteries either. No commission sales reps means that you get a clear and unbiased recommendation from our team. Our goal is to help you design the best system for your needs, with the best possible return on your solar investment. As we mentioned, batteries are expensive. The hardware is expensive, the system design is expensive, the install, you guessed it, expensive. When you choose to go with a battery upgrade, you can as much as double the cost of your entire project, sometimes even more. A battery upgrade is a completely separate project from your solar system, requiring its own set of permit designs, electrical work, and additional equipment such as system controllers, sub panels, critical loads panels, and more. Batteries also have a short lifespan. After so many cycles, they start to lose their effectiveness. It's the same reason Apple can get you to buy a new iPhone every few years. Batteries just don't last. Because of this, the warranty period for a battery is around 10 to 12 years, compared to the 25 years on the rest of your solar system. When determining if batteries make sense for you financially, you need to consider the longevity, total cost of the battery, and installation cost, which leads us to our next section of reasons for and against batteries. Whether you should or shouldn't get a battery upgrade, that really depends on your goals. Are you trying to save money, have backups in place for power emergencies, or are you seeking energy independence? First, let's talk about net metering. Net metering is when your local utility buys the excess power your solar system creates. Different utilities have different net metering rates. The best of them offer a 1-to-1 credit, meaning whatever power you overproduce during the day can be pulled back from the power company at night at a 1-to-1 kilowatt exchange rate. In this scenario, there is very little justification for batteries from an ROI perspective. The power grid basically becomes your battery system. Some buyback rates offered by power companies can be pretty low. If that's the case, then a battery might be a good idea and get you a better return on your investment. Batteries store the excess power your system produces midday so that you don't have to rely on the power company as much at night. Return on investment aside, you may still opt for a battery for their ability to provide backup power in the event of a grid power outage. This is completely reasonable and is worth considering if you live in an area with frequent outages. It's important to understand what your battery is able to power and the difference between whole or partial home backup. Whether you're expecting a battery system to power your home in the event of an emergency or looking for a way to capitalize off the excess energy your system generates, it's important to understand what exactly your battery can and cannot power. In most cases, one 10 to 12 kilowatt battery can't power large appliances like AC, hot tubs, power tools, etc. They can, however, keep outlets going, allowing you to keep the lights on, charge small electrical devices, and keep your food cold. This is considered a partial home backup. You will need to install a new sub-panel called a critical loads panel for the circuits you wish to be backed up. For whole home or doomsday backup solutions, detailed analysis will need to be done to ensure that proper amperage can be provided for your large equipment, as well as other equipment such as a soft starter. Multiple batteries will most likely be needed, which will dramatically increase the cost. Even with whole home backup, you still may not be able to achieve an off-grid scenario. Many jurisdictions prohibit off-grid systems, requiring constant interconnection with the utility in your area. If you do live somewhere that allows off-grid power storage, keep in mind that this will require a lot of batteries, enough to power you through a cloudy or less than sunny day. The general rule of thumb is to have enough backup storage for 3 days without sunshine. That kind of system can cost over $100,000. On the surface, batteries can feel like a must. What if a storm takes out my power? What if I want to be off grid? What if the world ends and I'm one episode away from finishing Breaking Bad? The reality is, these situations are generally rare and temporary and do not justify the additional cost associated with the battery system. At Project Solar, we're about getting you the best system that helps you achieve your goals. At times, batteries really don't help people the way they hope, but it's also really cool to be the only house with microwave popcorn and a sweet movie night when the rest of the block is lights out. At Project Solar, we're all about making your solar dreams come true.